This week I am so excited. One is because you'll get to meet one of the women who has known me the longest, but also because we are talking about a very important topic. And you know what that is, ladies? We are going to get some strategies on how to declutter our makeup bags. That's right, getting rid of the old, the unused, expired, whatever. So stay tuned and make sure you share this conversation with a friend. Hello and welcome to Got Clutter, Get Organized, the conversation. I'm excited because I have a guest, Bridget Word Cunningham. She is one of the friends who's known me the longest, but she's also an expert in skincare. So I'm excited because she's going to teach us how to just declutter our makeup bags, those handbags, the dressers, and everything else. So, Bridget, thank you so much for joining.
Thanks for having me, Janet. It is a pleasure to be on your space, or in your space, I should say, today. And I'm excited to give a little bit of information on decluttering your skincare products.
So before we get into that, I'm always curious as to how you got into really focusing on skincare and makeup because, we went to the same college and I knew what you were studying back then, but then all of a sudden you just changed and then now you excel in what you've been doing for, at least 30 years or more.
Right. Actually, I was doing makeup when I was in high school, but just doing it really
Okay.
because girlfriends of mine who were older were going on the prom, and of course, budgets were tight and they needed makeup. And so I started doing it as really a hobby and to help my friends who were older than me. And then it gave me a sneak preview of what's to come when I was in ninth and 10th grade on what the excitement of these proms were. Because I had a very strict father, as you well know. And so a prom was something that I was very excited to be a part of. So I felt this was a nice way of sort of seeing what it involved as well as helping my girlfriends in school.
Mm.
And so from there, it started to become a real desire to start doing makeup. But it was a half portion of what I didn't know, Janet, was the skincare. You can cover up makeup. You can use makeup to cover up bad skin, rather. But once you take off that makeup, you really have to work with what you've been given. So it's just best for us all to just handle what God has given us and keep the skin looking clean and clear so that when we do provide makeup, it looks nice.
And just one of the things I want those watching and listening know you did my makeup for uh, actually my homegoing service for my mother, but you also were there when you did my skincare and everything because when I had my photo shoot done, the photographer and the person who did my makeup were amazed at what you were able to do. So, and just another background story. Bridget's brother actually took me on my prom. But anyway, let's move on to the
Yes,
next
and I have
question.
those pictures too. I have the pictures still. So,
So when it comes to makeup, Bridget, we sometimes hold on to it like forever. It could be
Mhm.
that blue eyeshadow, I hate to say it, or even foundations and things like that. And why is that in your opinion?
I believe people spend a lot more money than they initially intend to spend when you go to a department store or even a store that caters to makeup. Because, of course, the person who's behind the counter is a salesperson, number one. Not to say that they are not estheticians, not to say they don't deal with skincare as a whole, but the number one reason is normally they are people who have to create a sale. And so that sale will consist of you getting from start to finish the entire enchilada of makeup. And sometimes you may not need that. Sometimes you may just need a bronzer. Sometimes you may need a heavier foundation if you're one to wear makeup sort of in the evening hours. And so what happens is we hold on to this makeup because we've spent, let's say, more than $100. And so whether it says it's expired or not, we're just going to hold on to it because Many times women don't have an opportunity to use the entire palette, right? We don't have the opportunity to use the makeup from start to finish because we're really not wearing makeup that way. So the makeup sits in our bags and it becomes old, and we feel like, I can't throw this away. This is an investment. So that's number one. And the other reason I believe that we sort of hold on to makeup a little longer is because we hope to get to it one day. We hope to be able to put the foundation on, and we hope to be able to put the eyeshadow on, and we hope to be able to put the mascara on, which is the worst thing you can hold on to once it expires. But our desire is, I'm going to get to it one day. I'm going to get to it one day. And so we hold on a little bit longer than we really ought to.
So, with that said, Bridget, what are some of the things that we really need in our makeup bag and our makeup kit?
Mm-hmm.
Because as you know, and I've seen it, sometimes those makeup bag and kit can get a little big and get a little heavy. And they
Yeah.
have a lot of stuff. And as you said, you know, we put the investment in it, but also sometimes, with the mascara, you said sometimes we just hold on to that too long, and then we have colds and other things going on, and we just are spreading bacteria. So,
Yes.
what are like some essentials?
Well, I would say the essential for a non makeup wearer, if they want to begin to experiment a little bit, would be a shimmer or some form of a bronzer for your skin, because it's lightweight and it doesn't require much of anything except for just placing it over your entire face. Where if you get into contouring and you get into heavier makeups, there are a little bit more tricks that are involved. So I would definitely say a bronzer or some form of a shimmer powder. And then I would actually say a mascara. And then, of course, your lip, whether it be a stick, a gloss, or just a shimmer. Definitely consider lip being and your lip, by the way, is popping. It looks gorgeous.
Thank
I
you.
would,
Thank you.
I would definitely say a lip. And with lips, just do two. One that is a popping color, like what you have on, and then something that's everyday, that you can just have some type of protection over your face, and well, over your lips, and of course over your face. Now makeup has SPF in it. It all sort of enjoy makeup without having to do so much. There are so many ways of being able to enjoy makeup a little bit better now.
And you're right. And I do, I mean, this is the color I wear, but then also I do have that little everyday when I just got to want to take a walk and not look too bad.
Yes.
So, Bridget, one of
You
the
never
questions I
look
always
bad,
ask all my
Janet.
guests is how did it,
You never look
yeah,
bad.
I do. I, well, thank you. Thank you, thank you, and thank you. I will tell myself that the next time I look in the mirror and just think otherwise. But one of the questions I always ask my guests is how they stay organized. Like,
Mhm.
how do you do it? Because you do so many things. You're a speaker, you're a mentor, your mother, your grandmother, you're active in the community, but also you do take time for yourself. So, how do you manage that?
It's very difficult, but I think the one thing with makeup, that's an easy breezy thing. And what I mean by that is you can go through your makeup bags really once a month, if not more than that, just to clear out things. And I say to people, have two bags. As a makeup artist, I have the makeup that I wear every day. And then on the other bag, I have the makeup that I wear occasionally. Excuse me. And that purpose is because my everyday makeup I can do in 10 minutes. My makeup that is
Mm.
more extensive, it takes me about a half an hour. And they're usually two different colors, two different tones, two different uh, pigments. So because of that, I would like to be able to, they are able to intertwine, but I would like to keep them separate because based on the time, morning or evening, and also based on the event, I can decide to do a light makeup or a much heavier makeup. So that's one of the reasons how I can, or one of the ways I can stay more organized. And the other thing is keep in mind when you see a color on someone that looks good, don't automatically say, oh, I got to get that color. If you've never had a color analysis done, I would highly recommend that you learn your skin tones, the colors that are your tones, because any of your tones would automatically complement your lip. It would automatically complement your shadows. And so it's so much easier to sort of stay focused when you know more about makeup. Many people just want to purchase it and that's it, or listen to what, let's say, a person who's on the counter has given you, but never really getting a color analysis done to determine, do I have more of an olive color? Do I have more yellow tones? Do I have more red tones? Or do I have blue, cooler tones? And when you begin to do that, it helps you to decide how to stay more organized with your makeup and not just buy anything because it's sold or because you like it.
Wonderful tip, a wonderful tip. So,
Yes.
Bridget, how can people connect with you? Whether they want to do your skincare, your makeup. I know you got, your saving grace etiquette academy.
Yes,
How can
yes.
they connect with you?
The easiest way is, of course, your social media outlets, which is Instagram is Canvas, Canvas dot skin, SKIN. That's my Instagram page. And then the page that everyone usually goes to is my Facebook page, which is Canvas Soup, like you eat, or Canvas Skin. Either one of those will connect you to me. And in addition to that, of course, Canvas is our brand. And then our email address is canvascosmetics@yahoo.com.
And of course, all of you watching and listening, I will have all of Bridget's contact information in the show page so you can connect with her directly. But Bridget, thank you so much for your time. It has
Oh, you're
truly,
welcome.
greatly been appreciated.
I want to say something really quickly, Janet, if I can, if I'm able to. I
Yes,
just want to
yes, you
say
can.
with people,
Yes.
just keep in mind, skincare is very important because as we get older, our skin is now aging quicker, and it's mainly due to the ozone layer, which we very, has been depleting over the years. But it is also because of the stress levels that we are now finding ourselves involved in, unfortunately, due to this type of atmosphere. Just keep in mind, skincare is not a lot. It's simple stuff that you really do every day, but you just need to know how to do it.
Well, thank you so much for that little tip. And we definitely need to know that as we all go
Yes,
out there and the ozone, you're right, the ozone layer, that's something we don't think about. So thank you for that tip, Bridget.
you're welcome, Janet. Thank you for having me.
So, what was your takeaway from my conversation with Bridget? I mean, she shared so many nuggets, not only about the mascara, but she also shared how she has two different bags, one for day, one for night, and just really helping us better understand how we can declutter the makeup, whether it's in your makeup bag, whether it's on your dresser, in your bathroom, on a side table. So, I would love for you to comment below. What was your takeaway? So, again, until next time, I want you to have a clutter free day. And I also want to suggest you share this conversation with a friend and also possibly listen to the entire audio version of this week's podcast.